Hello. Today I decided to do a video on my favorite fall inks. I cannot tell you how difficult this was to pick my favorite fall inks because, you know, each one is a mood. So I kind of have this laid out with 20 spots. Yes, there are 20 inks. And I probably could have put more in here, but I had to narrow it down. So I have my glass dip pen, my ink muddler, and my ink vial holder, and my water is sitting over here. So we will get started since there are 20 inks and I don't want this video to be 4 hours long. So we're going to kind of start with like the reds, I think. I just kind of put them in a half sort of, I don't know, just kind of a color of what looks closest to each other. So my first ink is PW Akkerman, and this is Garuda Rood. I think that's how you pronounce it. If it is not, well, I never claim to be good at pronunciations. So we're going to start out over here. Should I zoom you in a little bit more? Maybe that would be good. Maybe I should put the ink over here. This is, book is getting hard to write on. It's getting nice and fluffy. PW Akkerman. And this is you can sharpen these. I'll have to look at that. Oh, that's such a pretty color. The next one is one of my favorite inks. This one is Butcher's Broom by Birmingham Pen Company. It is probably one of my favorite reds that I own. I love that color. I guess it's kind of close to the Akkerman one. This is Butcher's Broom. Okay. The next one is another Birmingham Pen Company, Antique Sanguine. I think that's how you pronounce it. Antique Sanguine. Still in frame. I mean, how can you go wrong with either of these reds for fall? I don't really describe the colors because I'm just not really good at that. I don't know how to describe colors, if they're warm or cool. I just like what I like. This is Antique. Sanguine. I mean, they're all kind of similar, but they still have a different look to them. Like this one has a bit more brownies. That's a little more pinky. And then that to me is just a deeper red. Okay. Move it down a little. The next one I'm going to do is by Taccia, and this one is Benitsuchi. And that's such a pretty bottle. This one is Taccia. Benitsuchi. This color sort of falls on the, like if you like ancient copper, or a color like that, this sort of falls into that category, I think. I had posted a picture on Instagram comparing some of these colors, you know, like Alpha Taurus, the Benitsuchi. I also compared, get this out of here, just different colors like that. I think I might have had steeped umber in there. I'm not 100% positive. The next one I'm going to do is by Robert Oster. This one is Muddy Wine. I actually like so many of the colors, probably all of the colors of this line, of all his muddy colors. I tend to gravitate towards the dusty, muddy, murky sort of colors. This one is Robert Oster. Muddy Wine. I really like that color. Maybe I'll see how many samples I have of that. And okay, let's go back up for these ones. The next color I have, kind of getting into the browns, I have Robert Oster Chalk Pudding. When I had this inked up, I actually left it inked up for probably 2 months. I absolutely loved writing with this one. Have been very tempted to get a full bottle of this. Okay. Robert Oster. Oster. Choc pudding. Oh, that is such a good chocolatey brown. Hopefully I'm still in frame, yes. All right, the next color I have is a brown. It's Birmingham Pen Company Distressed Leather. This is one of my favorite browns. Even though the brown I have inked up now, that's Diamine's Raw Sienna, that one is lovely to write with. This one is still one of my favorites that I have. This is Birmingham Pen Company Distressed Leather. Okay, so I am not sure what I was saying. I had to fix my phone. It stopped recording. So I'm not exactly sure what I was doing or what I was saying. But here is my next one. It is the Monteverde Moonstone. This is such a lovely color. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened to my phone. It just all of a sudden stopped recording. I had a couple errors. It's very strange. So I kind of had to redo some of it. And just kind of stitch them together, I guess. Ew, that feathered a little bit. Wonder if there was some water on my nib. Okay, and the next one is KWZ Honey. This is probably one of my favorite yellows. I had this inked up for probably 2 months. I probably would have left it longer if I wasn't switching seasons. But I could probably have this inked up at any time of the year and be perfectly happy. And I know that some people don't like KWZ because it has a scent. It kind of smells like vanilla. And I don't mind it. It goes away after, you know, the scent doesn't stay, just kind of is there when you write with it. But if you're sensitive to smells, that might be an issue. But I don't mind it. It's just kind of a sweet smell. And the color is absolutely wonderful. Okay, and next we have another yellow. This one is Robert Oster Honeybee. Another really pretty yellow. I guess I need to get in frame. So I'm actually refilming this part because the other one didn't register. Oh, I just shut that. And the first time I did it, that did not feather like that. So I'm wondering if maybe I still had some water on my nib from cleaning it. I'm not sure. I've actually never had that feather even when I used it. So probably at the end of this video, this side might look a little bit different just from having to refilm it. Okay, and the next one I have, let's see. I'm gonna try to move this a little bit. So in frame. And my next ink is Wearingeul Kyong-Hui. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Is that even in focus? Are we in focus? Hopefully that other one was in focus. It's kind of hard to see my screen from where I'm sitting. Isn't that such a pretty orange? This is Wearingeul. Okay. That might be a good one to ink up for October. The next one is Diamine Fortune's Gold. I just recently got this sample and absolutely loved it. I actually put it in my video right before this one. And I think this might be going in my possible list of inks for next month, because it is just such a pretty color. Diamine. Fortune's Gold. Okay, sorry about that. Had a little interruption. Okay, that is Diamine's Fortune's Gold. The next one we are going to do is Van Dieman's Autumn Morning. This is another really pretty fall color. Shake up some of that shimmer. Look at all that. Definitely wouldn't be shaking it like that if it was going in a pen, but it's not, so we're going to speed things along. See, this one should have been here, that one should have been there. You know, still all pretty. This is Van Dieman's Autumn Morning. Look at all that shimmer. Man, I don't know if the camera's picking it up already, but that is a lot of shimmer. Okay. The next one that we are going to be doing is Ferris Wheel Press Hearty Harvest. Am I in frame? Hopefully. Hearty Harvest. This one I actually have inked up in my AdMock M800. And it is such a beautiful match. Now this one is a bit dry. When I was trying to write with it, I mean, it was writing okay, but I put just a smidge of White Lightning in it, and it is writing so much better. Ferris Wheel Press. Hearty Harvest. Okay, we're getting down to like the last 6. The next one is Taccia Koiame. I hope that's how you pronounce it. Another really beautiful orange. I do really like Taccia inks. I only have a couple, but so far all the ones that I have tried I have really liked. Did I spell that right? Koiame. That's a wet ink. Okay, next one, let's pull you down into frame. The next one we are going to do is Van Dieman's Queenstown Gold Mine. Queenstown Gold Mine. Now this one I thought for some reason was a little more yellow, but it ended up being more orange, and it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Oh gosh, look at that. To be honest, I almost wish I had inked up this one over Ferris Wheel Press Hearty Harvest. So this is Van Dieman's. Queenstown. Gold Mine. I mean, what a perfect fall ink. You have the orange, reddish orange with the gold shimmer. Oh, what a gorgeous ink. I think that that is definitely top of the list for next month. Okay, let's see. Kind of want to make sure I get in frame here. It's kind of hard for me to see. My phone is kind of above and I'm sitting down. The next ink we're doing is Dominant Industry Autumn Forest. This is another really good fall ink. Well, you know, all of these are really good fall inks. They are on my favorites list. Okay. Dominant. Industry. Autumn Forest. That's quite a lot of ink on that nib. You can see like the green and the red. That is really pretty. Okay. Then, let's move you up a little bit. The next one I have is a favorite of mine, Ferris Wheel Press Moss Park Green. I'm already getting inky fingers. Ferris Wheel Press Moss Park Green. Now this color for me, at least, and it may not be for everybody, but that's a lot of ink. This one to me can be all year. Like, you can use it as a spring, you can use it as a fall. I mean, it's just a beautiful, beautiful all-around green, I think. Ferris Wheel Press. This was actually one of my first inks I ever bought. Well, first sample that I ever bought when I got into this hobby. And green is still a favorite of mine. Give me all the greens, especially if they're murky, dusty, muted greens. The next one I have is going to be Robert Oster, Sydney Darling Harbour. This is more of like a tealy green, I guess. Move it up just a bit. Make sure I'm in frame. We don't want another mishap like earlier. Okay. Says Robert Oster. Sydney Darling Harbour. Okay, and last but definitely not least, this is an ink from the 2022 Inkment calendar. This is by Diamine, and this is Alpine, and it is a shimmer. And this is, to me, just a beautiful forest green. Okay, this is from the ink vent 22, Alpine. Oh, that's so pretty. I'm definitely going to have to ink that up next month too. Okay, I am going to let these dry, and then we will look at them once they are all dry. I'll be back. Okay, I am back. So these are dry for the most part. I'll give you a close-up. So we have P.W. Akkerman, Garuda Rood. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, but again, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Then we have Birmingham Pen Company's Butcher's Broom. And then we have Birmingham Pen Company, Antique Sanguine. And it's funny because the two are similar, but they still have different shades. Like I said, this one kind of has a little bit more brown tones. Again, I really don't know how to distinct colors, but okay. Then the next one is, we have Taccia Benitsuchi, and that's just a beautiful reddish brown. Then, hold on a second, I'm gonna have to move these inks I have over here. I'm gonna knock them all over. Okay. Then next we have Robert Oster, Muddy Wine. And that whole Muddy series is absolutely fantastic. And then we have Robert Oster, Chalk Pudding, Birmingham Pen Company, Distressed Leather. Then we have Monteverde's Moonstone. Then we have KWZ Honey. And then we have Robert Oster Honeybee. Both absolutely beautiful yellows. And then we come up to the top over here, and we have Wearingeul's Kyong-Hui. Again, please correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not sure if that's the right pronunciation. Then we have Diamine's Fortune's Gold. Let's see if you can see that shimmer. Then we have Van Dieman's Autumn Morning. I don't know if you can see the shimmer. Hopefully you can. Then we have Ferris Press, Hearty Harvest. Again, beautiful shimmer. Hopefully the camera's picking these up. Then you have Taccia, Koiame, I think. Again, bad at pronunciations. That's a beautiful orange. Then we're gonna go up at the top here, and we have Van Dieman's Queenstown Gold Mine. Oh, geez, look at that shimmer. So pretty. Really am liking that one. Definitely inking that up next month. Then we have Dominant Industry, Autumn Forest. It has that beautiful, I think it's a pink shimmer, like a pinky purple shimmer. That beautiful, like olivey green. That is such a gorgeous color. Then we have Ferris Press, Moss Park Green, one of my favorites. Then we have Robert Oster's Sydney Darling Harbour, kind of like a teal. Then we have Diamine Inkvent 22 Alpine. Hopefully you can see the shimmer on that one. Oh, I'm going to be in trouble inking up next month because I am going to be picking quite a few of these. So here is my favorite fall inks. Well, at least narrowed down to top 20, I guess you'd say. Now what I do is, when I say, you know, I'll probably ink that up for next month, I do a thing in another notebook. It's actually an MD notebook. This one right here. I will put the month, and then I will just put ideas, like a bunch of inks I want to try. And I do this pretty much every month. And then I will pick what pin that I kind of want to put it in. And then I just kind of narrow it down. And I pretty much do this for every single month. See here, September. I actually didn't put all of the ones I wanted to try. I was kind of in a little rut on this month of what to use. And then this is where I'm going to put October. So today I will go through and I will put all the inks that I would like to try in October. So that way when October rolls around, I already have an idea of which ones that I have been wanting to try. It does change here and there. Like sometimes I'll add things that I didn't actually have on here, you know, and I'll add it last minute, or I'll like something that I had on this list and I didn't want to ink it up this month, and so I'll carry it over to the next month, and I have done that as well. But that is my little inks to use for the next month log that I do. And then here are all the inks one more time. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoy the content on my channel, please like and subscribe. That'd be great. And let me know down in the comments what videos you'd like to see. Any excuse for me to play with ink, I will do. So, yeah, let me know what you think, and have a great day.